Hey, boys and girls, I'm back with some math, and I hope you're really enjoying this math. It is pushing us, it is challenging, and that's awesome because that is how you're going to get better at math and get stronger. And I know a lot of you had that as a New Year's resolution for 2021. So I'm on page 273. We're on lesson 12, session 4, page 273. This in the yellow in the yellow words, in the blue, it says refine. It means you're really honing in and you're really trying to make sense of this hard math concept. So keep it up. In the top part, it says complete the example, then solve problems 1 through 6. So I wrote the example up here, and it is just making that 10. So example, 8 plus 6 equals, so they did 8 plus 6, number bond of 2 and 4. 4, 5, 6. So 2 plus 4 does equal 6. Now we know our friends of 10, 8 plus 2, 8, 9, 10 is going to get us to 10. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. I'm going to write that on that line. Then what's left over, because you're adding 8 plus 6, you're not adding 8 plus 2. You have to include this other number, 4. So then you take the 8 plus 2 and add it together, and you get 10 plus 4, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. So 10 plus 4 is 14. So 8 plus 6 equals 14. Do you see how you're learning how to add harder numbers? You just take apart this 6. You deconstruct it. It's like you build this huge Lego thing and pretend it's a 6, and then you break it into 2 pieces. You're breaking it down so you can play with it and add it onto this other Lego piece here. Okay, that's the example. Now, number 1 says 8 plus 7, and oh, okay, I am on number 1. Sorry, boys and girls, I got confused for a second. So what I did is I broke out the 2 because I know my friends of 10, 8 plus 2 is 10. So I did that. Now I know I have 10. So 10 plus, I have to figure out what goes over here. I also drew a tens frame, which holds 10 things. It's in the name, tens frame, 10. So I filled in 8 X's. Now I'm going to do 7 O's. 1, 2. So 2 are going to be taken out, which is right here. And then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left over. This is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it becomes 10 plus 5. Let's double check that and make sure that I got it right. So I'm going to start counting at 2, stop at 7. However many I added on is going to go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice job. Okay, so good. And there it is. It's the same thing. 10 plus 5. 5 is also a friendly number, but 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is 15. So now I know 8 plus 7 equals 15. Awesome job. Okay, now get an eraser. Now number 2 is 9 plus 8. And this one, you can, on all of them, feel free to let that dry a little bit. 9 plus 8, I'm going to break that apart. I know I need a 1 because 9 plus 1 is 10, and I'm making 10. Now to find out what's left over, if I take away 1 from 8, what's 1 less than 8? 7. So now I know it's 10 plus 7, okay? So on that blank, you're going to fill in 10 plus 7. 10 plus 7 is 17. 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 plus 7 is 17. 10 plus 8 is 18. 10 plus 9 is 19. 10 plus 10 is 20. Okay, so that's how you know 10 is a very friendly number. So 10 plus 7 is 17. So that means 9 plus 8 is 17. Number 3, let's see if I can shrink these down to match what your book did. So number 3 has 9 plus 4. And then they do the number bond, 9 plus 4, break it down into a 1. Because you know you need that 1 to make this a 10. Okay, do they make you fill in a spot? No, they don't. Now 1 less than 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 less than 4 is 3. So this comes together and makes a 10 plus 3, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. 9 plus 4 is 13. Number 4 says show 8 plus 4 equals 10 plus 2. All right, so they give you a tens frame, 1 line across, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I'm going to do 8 X's, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 O's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2 hanging out over there, 10, 11, 12. So I know that 8 plus 4 is 12 and 10 plus 2 is also 12. I showed it. Nice job. Number 5 says 9 plus 6 equals, and they don't give you anything. So on this one, you can do whichever one you want. You can draw a tens frame. You can break down this 6 into its number bond, which I'm pulling out that 1 because remember, 9 plus 1 is 10. Now 1 less than 6 is 5. Bring that 5 down. 10 plus 5 is 15. So 9 plus 6 is 15. If this doesn't make sense for you, you need to see a model. Feel free to draw a tens frame. 9 X's, the first number will always be X's. Let's just do that to make it easy. And there's 9 X's. I'm going to draw 6 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 10 here. 10 and 10. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 O's. 10 plus 5 is 15. Nice job. Oh my goodness. If you need to pause this and rewind it, watch it again, please do so. That is why I record these lessons. So then that way you can watch them again and again. If they're not making sense, if you have any questions, please let me know. We can also do a one-on-one just to work on math. Okay. Number 6 says circle the true equation, and they give you 7 plus 5 equals 11, and they give you 7 plus 5 equals 12. So you have to circle which one is true. So we have to solve both of them. So then that way we know. I'm going to use my tens frame, big rectangle, 1 line across, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines down. I'm going to draw 7 X's and 5 O's and see what I get. Okay, because the 7 and 5 is the same in both. So the sum, which is the answer you get when you add, could either be 11 or 12. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 X's. Then I'm going to draw 5 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I have 10. Here I have 2. Hopefully you know right away 10 plus 2, 10, 11, 12 has to be 12. It can't be 11. So we're circling the true equation. That means it's the bottom one. Hopefully that makes sense to you and you got that as well. All right, problem 275, or not problem 275, page 275 gives you an example, 8 plus 5. You're going to circle the 8 and the 2 to make 10. So then it becomes 10 plus 3. Okay, so now we're going on to those green pages. Those green pages are really just to practice and to strengthen your skills. So problem number 1 is 9 plus 7. See, my words are dry. Okay, 9 plus 7. This is problem number 1. And you can do, we're going to use the number bond. We're going to break that apart. Hopefully you know now 9 plus 1 equals 10 plus, and there's that leftover 6. 10 plus 6 equals, you guessed it, 16. So 9 plus 7 equals 16, and so does 10 plus 6. Number 2 uses a tens frame. It has 9 plus 5 equals, but then it says 10 plus blank equals blank. And then I'm going to go over here and draw my tens frame. Big rectangle, 1 across, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Our first one is X's, our second one is O's. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 O's. So now I've turned that into 10, which they put there for us already. Then I count what's left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. So now I know 9 plus 5 is 14. 10 plus 4 is also 14. Good job. All right, number 3 says show 7 plus 4 equals 10 plus 1, or 7 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 1. Is it? Let's find out. So we'll break down this. I'm not going to write it again, but in your book, they broke it down. So we know that I need to add 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to add 3 to this 7 to get 10. Now, hopefully you know 3 plus 1 gets me to 4. So now I add these two together and I get 10. Oh, look, it's over here. 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1, there's that number bond, is 11. So your answer for 7 plus 4 is 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I hope you guys are too. I think this is really cool to see all of these great patterns and the way that we can play with numbers and break them apart and add them back together. Super cool. All right, number 4 is 9 plus 6. Yep. Okay, and then they give you a tens frame. And the first one is always going to be X, and the second one is always O's. So 9 X's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to do 6 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 10 up here. So it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. 9 plus 6 is 15. Hopefully you got that. Okay. Number 5 is circle the true equation. So we have to solve it to figure out which one is actually true. 8 plus 7 equals 15, or does 8 plus 7 equal 16? So when you're adding in an equation, the items you're adding together are the addends. So in both of these equations, the addends are the same. Okay, the addends are the same. Then you have the sum, which is what you get. The sum is your answer when you add two things together. So the sum could either be 15 or 16. Let's find out. So I'm going to do 8 plus 7. I'm going to break apart the 7 into 2 because 8 plus 2 equals 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So 10 plus 5 equals 15. 5, 6, 7. You can tap it out. See how it equals 7. So you have 8 plus 2 is 10. This 5 comes back in because we're really adding this. We're just making it easier by making 10 first. So 10 plus 5 is 15. 8 plus 7 must equal 15. The true equation is the top one. All right, that is it for today. Good job. Please let me know if you have any questions because I get that this can be confusing, but I'm super proud of you. Keep up the great work. Bye, guys.